desktop adventures. Basically the same thing. Oh, Yoda Stories. Sorry, Yoda Stories. It was just a little desktop app, and the idea was it was completely procedural. You would start on the planet with some items, like a weapon and some items, and then you would travel around, and each zone would be different, and you'd get a quest, and then you would just you'd talk to Yoda, and he'd give you something. You have to walk around and do something, and then that's it. And then you'd pick up items, and you'd fight guys, and they would drop items, and it was like, I think I can play this somewhere. I felt like I found it online somewhere that you could still play it. But they also had an Indiana Jones version, which is literally the same thing, except instead of Luke Skywalker, you were Indiana Jones, and it was Indiana Jones themed. Well, yeah, and then yes, of course, and then there's all the, Indiana Jones and the Fate of Atlantis, Monkey Island, King's Quest, Space Quest. What were some of the other good ones? I remember there was one that they made, LucasArts made, called The Dig. And they made the video game, and it was supposed to be a tie-in to a movie named the same thing, called The Dig. And the premise was that there were these astronauts. There was an asteroid heading towards Earth, and these astronauts get sent up, and it was almost like Armageddon, where they land on the asteroid, they place explosives, and it stops the asteroid from coming into hit Earth. And as they're exploring the asteroid, they find a chamber, an alien chamber, and when they activate the artifact inside, they get sucked. The asteroid takes off like a spaceship, and they land on an alien planet. They're marooned there. These 3 astronauts are marooned on this alien planet, and the game is about them figuring out a way to get back to Earth. And they were supposed to be a tie-in to a movie, but the game was so good. It was so good, but it was that style, that quirky style, that was Monkey Island, and that type of click and play type game. Hey, Slow Dive, what's up? Slater. What's up, guys? We're talking about classic games from the 90s. Old DOS games, old Windows games that you may have played while I'm baking lighting. Oh, Em, are you turning into a pumpkin? Oh, I missed your chat. Yes. Okay. Yes. Have a good night. Sorry, I missed your chat. Have a good night. I will let you know. I think we're good on sound for now for the demo. I think that was the last little bit. Thank you so much. For anyone who doesn't know Em, she is our resident sound engineer and voice actress. Super talented. Go check her out. She has her own Twitch. Go there right now and subscribe. Follow, subscribe, do all the things. She made the music for Fortress Flipper. She also has done all the sound arrangement, and we work in Fmod. I don't know about that. Apparently she has small hands. Let's give Em a shout out. I don't understand people that get half keyboards and stuff. I need a number pad. So, any classic games from the 90s? Commander Keen. Both of you guys. Wow. Oh, a MIDI keyboard. Ah, I see what you did there. Gold box games. I have not played these gold box games. Apparently, there's a classic bundle. Did you know about this? Slow dive? There's a classic bundle of gold box games on Steam right now. Yeah, them on good old games. Yeah. My wife is texting me obnoxious things. Ultima Underworld. Yep. I played a lot of Duke Nukem 3D. A lot of those types of games. Shadow Warrior, Blood, all the build games. Those were 90s. Warcraft 2. What else? 4D driving, 4D boxing. StarCraft, obviously. StarCraft was late. Yep. Command and Conquer. Job's done. Diablo. Diablo was 90s. First one. Yes. Did you play on 10? Do you remember 10? Total Entertainment Network? That's how I played Duke Nukem Online first. Or did you just do LAN parties? IPX LAN parties. Okay. I did not have the luxury. Yep. It was like $10 a month. And it was basically like AOL for gamers. Dial up. Wow. Feel old. Thanks, guys. Making me feel super old now. I was telling my kids that like they don't know. Like all this stuff like Netflix, Disney Plus, all this crap. Like I remember downloading like 32 megabyte shareware games off of AOL that would take all night to download. I would have to literally leave the computer on and go to sleep on my 56K modem. And God forbid the thing disconnected in the middle of the night. And it was literally 32 megabytes. Now, like, you can sneeze 32 megabytes across the internet. Like, my kids don't understand. Didn't Warcraft 2 have like I know StarCraft did. StarCraft had a spawn copy mechanism where you could like spawn a copy of the game just so you could play multiplayer. I don't know if Warcraft 2 had that. What was the cheapest rate? Yeah, yeah. That's crazy. God, what did we do? What did we do? All right. So everything's baked. So let's test it out. Save. Oh, no, I don't want to build and run. So save the project. All right. Duke Nukem was actually the first time I think I ever played around with like game dev, or at least modding. I think I modded Duke Nukem. I built levels. I got into the programming side of it with build and all that stuff. Let's see how this looks in here. Alright, I can live with this. Although I don't like the color. The color looks peachy. But the light probes seem to be working, which is super nice. So I'm gonna have to tweak this a little bit more, but I think we could leave that for now. Quake, yeah, I did. I tried Quake 2, and then Half-Life with the Hammer engine. 14.4. All right. Lighting looks good. Lighting looks good. All right, let's bite the bullet and let's do the settings menu. So we need mouse settings, mouse sensitivity, and audio. So we have our content box. Let's add a label. I think I have let's add an existing CSS. Overlays, credits. Yeah, so this header, actually wondering if we should move it. Two text. I have two text. Let's duplicate this. Let's move this into here. Let's call this content header. And then here. Settings. Mouse settings header. Duplicate. Audio. Ah. Okay. Let's bring this back. Y overlay credits. This spacer. I want to move this up here. And I think what I want to do is delete this. Move this up here. I call this content text. Save. Remove. Save. Actually, I'm going to have to fix, because now the credit screen is going to be broken, so let's fix that real quick before we forget. So, content, scroll. Space. Let's just do it one at a time. There. Let's rename these so we know which one we're doing. So this is coding header. Text. Video header. Audio text. It. Check everything. So content header. Text. Text. We mixed one. Text, content text. That one too. Okay. Actually, now that I have this here, I'm going to change the font to 2. Save. Okay. Let's go back to settings. You used to use a hole puncher to punch a hole in the size of the floppies to make them double sided. I remember you used to have to. There was like a little tab you had to remove to make them like read only. Like if you pulled the little tab out, like it would tell the drive like not to write to them or something. I don't remember hole punching though. They just put a sticker back over it. Yeah, I remember. Yeah. Yep. Yep. Fun times. All right, so we now need a control. So let's add this. We're gonna call this a control. Oh no. And then in the control, we're going to need a label. Control label. And we're going to need an actual control. So for mouse, we're going to need a toggle. So this is actually going to be our invert mouse control. And this will be invert mouse. And then we have the toggle. So first of all, this is going to be flex this way, left and right. I don't remember that, the hole punch. I have to ask my wife. She'd probably remember. Add a spacer. We're gonna have to size the checkbox, but we'll do that in a minute. Actually, maybe we should have 2 spacers. Mouse. Sensitivity. We can remove the toggle. Excuse me. And we need a slider. Okay. And this text would say mouse sensitivity. And okay, so this actually already comes with a label. Maybe like 10. Thank you.